There's a well-beaten path on an old mountainside where I wandered when I was a lad. Where I wandered alone from the place I call home in those Blue Ridge hills far away. Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me in the mountain far away? You're my Blue Ridge mountain home.
Look at your pack. Oh, it's because I didn't do it right. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Sorry, it's been a while. You hold on my water for me real quick, Steve? Hey, good girl. All right, I'm sorry I didn't do this right. It's hard to do with my pack on. And it might just be crooked. Luckily, it's mostly downhill on the way in. On the way out, I won't be carrying quite as much weight and eat some food. Jeannie says, what's your problem, man? Hey, to our left might be easier. Yeah. Oh. Ah! Just got water in my boot, on my heels, or up on my ankles. Water cold, water cold. Oh well, it's cooling down my left Achilles tendon. Ramps growing right through here and down through here. There's some right here. These, if you can see them on the camera, these are ramps. These aren't very big ones, but they grow up with these bunny ear leaves. They look different from trout lilies because trout lilies there's none around, but they have black spots on them. Ramps are just bright green. There's usually two, sometimes three leaves, usually just two. You need the leaf and the stem and the bulb and everything. And that is why we are here. So we found some ramps next to, I think this is called trout lily. This is one I was saying don't mistake them for. It's actually cool, they're growing right next to each other. So you can see this is got spots on the leaves and the ramps don't. But the best thing about this is look at this hillside. It is covered in ramps. Look at all those ramps. Oh man, this is different. Oh hell yes. chicken and ramps. If I can close it back. Fettuccine Alfredo cooking in there.
I think someone on the side of the tent had to make her a little nest of blanket and jacket over there. It was cold. It got real cold last night. I'm down in this thing.
It is 9:22 and the sun is just above the mountain to warm us up. Steve's been hugging the fire for the last hour. It was cold. It was cold this morning and last night. Jeannie's found her a nice sunny spot to lay in. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Up here on the trail perched above camp. Got her a little lookout. That's what she does. Surprised she's not running around. It's an awesome place. Really like this campsite. You're right on the water. There's multiple fire pits, and this one's been built up. This was not like this last year, but this one's been built up with a wall behind it that'll deflect the heat. We tried to build a little stove last night. It didn't work the best, but we might mess with it again. I don't know. This works as a nice little table here. It was probably meant to be a bench. Only thing is it's so rocky. It's hard to get my stakes in. I had to dig out spots, pull up rocks to get my stakes in the ground. But now I gotta air everything out. It frosted last night inside my tent. It was cold as you know what. Get a clothesline up. Oh yeah, if I could just get to that to fish it. Oh, it looks awesome right there in front of me. Been down here before, but never been looking for a fishing spot. What? Jeannie, no ma'am, no ma'am. Don't you get in that water. That's cold, fast moving current. I ain't coming after you. There's an awesome pool right under that laurel right there. Just can't fish it from right here. Might be able to get upstream over there and fish it somewhere. Right down there. Looks like a good spot. Come on, girl, let's go back. As far as we can go right here. Come on. Ah, hits my head. Hey, let's go to the trail and see if there's some ramps growing up in this hollow. Yeah, there's ramps growing down there. Right down there. Yep. I'm almost certain it is from here. I'll go up some more. The first time we ever came here last year, there's ramps right there. First time we ever came up here last year, this is the trail we came in on. Oh yeah, there's ramps growing right there. I knew there was ramps over here. You just passed one. There's some growing down over here. You just passed one right here. Little baby one coming up.
Down there?
Over here. Right over here on the other side of the creek. There's some growing right there on the bank. They're not in thick of patches, but I knew it was over here. I'll see if we can find maybe some bigger ones. They're kind of scattered growing over there. There's a patch of them growing right there. A tree over there with the moss on the bottom. They're right in front of it, between the tree and the creek. Yeah. Hey, there's a patch of big ones right there on this side, right below us.
How many you say?
It's a handful. Let's get down there and look at it. Well, kind of a way down. There's probably more up here. Yep, there's another patch growing right there. Something like that. I mean, they're not big patches. But the ones they had in them were pretty good size. There's a few growing right there. Where this creek is running down. Oh, they're all right here on this hillside.
What'd you say?
They're on this creek right here, this drainage thing right here. Look, they're right here. These are good size ones. For now. And there's some big ones right there. Yep, there's some right there. Look up that way. There's some. Oh, well. I don't really see any up that way. So me and Steve have donned our shorts rolled up and our water shoes, and we're crossing the creeks. They're cold. We're gonna go try to catch some fish.
That's right through here.
Yeah. Damn, this is gonna suck. I know. I'm getting cold looking at it, dude. Ooh, that is cold. Steve's walking through the deep part. Oh God, that's cold. Ooh, that hurts. It's actually cold, it hurts. And of course, Jeannie went through the rapids. She went back down. Oh, second round here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I gotta get out of this water. Oh,
Oh, it hurts so cold.
it does. That water was so cold. Oh, thank God for a towel. My chicken legs. My chicken legs was cold in there. I ain't got no meat on my bones. Oh, how many more times you want to do that?
I don't even think I want to go back.
Steve's like, I'll just be here for the night. It wasn't pleasant, I'll tell you that. Either I just don't remember how bad that was from last year, or that was worse from my granny. Dude, we did that last year barefoot.
Yeah.
We did that barefoot last year. Oh God, that was miserable. At least the sun's out and it's a sunny day, even though it is only like probably 55 out here. It might be pushing 60. Oh yeah, I think it's pretty solidly in the 50s actually. Oh, the fishing poles are over there. Might as well just go ahead and rig up something right here. Hey, I think I'm just gonna hit this spot and then work our way up. All right. Oh, that water's cold. Get to this rock. Ah, here we go. Okay. For anyone wondering, running the Abu Garcia Pro Max, Steve's actually got the same rod. I got it because he had it. I used it one time and I really liked it. And I had a Mitchell. Oh, ooh, saved it. And I broke my Mitchell. And I went back. I took the reel off the Mitchell and I went back to get just the pole, and I didn't have just the pole. So I just went ahead and got the combo Abu Garcia Pro Max. This thing casts like a dream. That's why I almost ended up in the tree over there. I got to get used to it. I'm used to my Mitchell, which I had to flick a little bit. This thing, I mean, I have to be careful not to like overcast it. I'm not worried about can I cast it that far. This thing I'm worried about, I can cast that far, so I need to be careful. Now there's native brook trout in this water. I don't know about this hole. I've never really fished up here, but I know they're in here. I believe I just saw one flash. Either that or it was a really weird shadow. He went over that way. Let's get over here where we can cast into that hole better. The water's so clear you can see that flash off of that Joe's fly way out there. That was cool. I'm not used to fishing water like this. Nice. Here, I'll net him. 12, 13.5 inches.
Nice. Hell yeah. You got your camera?
Yeah.
Take a picture of that for me. I don't have my camera on me.
Oh, I got him on the video camera.
Oh, okay. I'll wait.
All right. Get your hands wet. We're going to have to get them loose. Whoops. Sorry. That was a beautiful rainbow.
That was. Man,
That was a beautiful native rainbow. There's ramps in front of us up here. I see some ramps. I see one growing there. Oh, Jeannie's in a bed of them right here. Oh yeah, look at this. Yo, look at this old rope or cable. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if there's old mines up here. There's gotta be. Yeah, there's ramps here. There's a bed of them here.
Yeah.
And there.
Nothing big though. Not same as the other side.
Yeah, same size. A few moderately big ones and other just regular size ones. Looks like smaller ones are going to grow up right there. Yeah. Looks like there's some more on the other far side of the creek on the hillside right there.
Yeah, you keep walking a little ways to turn around.
Don't matter. It's almost 10 after 2.
You know, for a little ways off the 2:30. Not that far, it's gonna be a long way.
Today for dinner, we've got some cheddar broccoli macaroni cooking. And we've got some lemon pepper tuna. I'm not going to open it, but lemon pepper tuna and ranch cooking in there. Oh yeah. Well, it's Sunday morning. Got fire going, small fire going, and some coffee going. And we're gonna go and pick some ramps this morning. And then we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get the ramps on the way out. And then I guess we'll be back this summer. Hopefully, maybe we'll catch some more fish this summer. The water was really cold. It was hard to get around in. Although Steve did catch that one real nice 13-inch brook trout. That was not brook trout, rainbow. That was a beautiful rainbow trout. It was a beautiful native. I didn't know there were native rainbow trout up there. I thought they were all brookies. That's really cool. So we'll be back hopefully in a few months, maybe sometime this summer. Catch some more fish. Water will be down a little bit. And that's it. I'll see you guys when we get some ramps. Come here, girl. Let me pick your pack. This pack just never stays straight. No matter how I adjust it, how much I tighten it, how I pack it. Go on. Sorry, my waistband is like pinching something. Right on my hip. Some part of my clothes right on my hip. And every time I take a step with my right foot, I can feel it pinch my skin. That's why I don't like this pack. This damn waistband. My body is too small for this waistband. The torso fits fine. And the torso is actually comfortable. But the waistband on this thing is terrible. For me, anyway. Come on, girl. Come here. She's like, why are we stopping? Like, you guys don't actually want to stop, do you? Cool little spring, always flowing. You could fill your bottle off of that if you wanted to. And we're here at what we call Ramp Springs and Forager Falls, and we are going to hit these patches of ramps down here and hopefully get some good ones. Where's Steve go? Oh, there you are. Hey, Steve, you want to hit Date? Steve! He can't hear me over the waterfall. I'm going to go with them. How the hell did he get across? Oh, he's just taking a picture. I'll get up here for his picture. A photo mom him. Hey, take a picture. Take a picture. Take my picture. All right. These are sometimes easier to get. Sometimes. Because you can move the rocks out from over the roots. And we'll put those rocks back. Oh no, when we're done. Oh yeah, there we go. And this is obviously impossible to do without disturbing things. But you want to be as gentle with everything as you can. Put stuff back, don't just leave a hole in the ground, you know what I mean? By the way, mooring knives. I know a lot of people on YouTube channels and stuff like that have these. I love this thing. This is the mooring knife companion. And Steve's using the mooring knife Craftline Pro S, something like that. It's a little bit smaller. His blade's about an inch smaller than this one. Now, I hope we can see this on the camera. I've exposed most of the root ball here, getting these rocks out of the way, so this will be relatively easy. And get my hands over here underneath them and just kind of break the root ball loose. More rocks down there. And I know some of you are going to say, oh my gosh, you're digging in the ground with your knife. Yeah, I don't care. It's a Mora. It's durable, it's strong, and it's cheap. So if I break it and bust it all up, you know what? I'll just go get another one. Look at that. Look at that. That was perfect. This is the hard part where you don't want to damage them. It's getting the dirt off without damaging them. Don't sit out here in the woods and try to clean them all the way. Alright? I should have left more of this root. I should have left way more of this root. I didn't mean to pull the whole root ball up. I really wanted to cut them, because I've heard that if you cut part of the roots off, they'll come back. So I might have screwed that one up. We'll be cutting them in the future. These, I guess, they just came out so easy from where I dug the rocks out of the way. I just probably looks dumb putting all these rocks and everything back. You'll never get it back the way exactly like it was, but you want to do as close as you can. Gotta rinse them off, just dunk them. You don't want to break the stems. You don't want to break anything. Keep them in as pristine shape as you can until you get them home. Putting them in this bag is even risky because these bags, they'll have a tendency to fold up and break when they're in these bags. Put them in like this. Well, we're on the way out. Got a couple bags of ramps. Gonna be good eating. These things smell to high heaven, but they're so good. Don't eat them raw. I mean, you can, and they're good. It's best to warm them at least. Cook them, grill them, fry them, saute them. Go to town. They're awesome. So we've survived. The walk uphill was not fun, but it is what it is. It's 3 miles uphill, all the way uphill from the campsite. We only got a couple bags of ramps. We're going to weigh them here and see what we got. We were a little early for ramps this year, it turns out. We came back next week or week after. There'd probably be more grown up. Winter held on a little too long this year. Steve ended up getting a really nice 13-inch rainbow. I didn't catch anything, but we'll probably be back up here during the summer at some point and maybe do some more fishing when the water's a little more tolerable. Jeannie had a good time. She froze a little bit. It got cold. I had her wrapped up in the tent. She was shivering. I was shivering. It was cold. My sleeping bag's ready for 30 degrees, and it was in the 20s the first night we were up here. It was cold. We had a good time. We'll be back up here at some point soon. We came twice last year. We'll probably come twice this year, maybe 3 times. I don't know. Right now, I'm just excited to get these ramps home and eat some of them.